This is Travis Mills on Apple Music One. I'm joined by my co-hosts all hour long, Mark and Johnny of NCT 127, who I spoke with last year during the At Home series right here on Apple Music. Good to see you both again.
What's up? Thank you for having us again.
Your highly anticipated third studio album, Sticker, is out now on Apple Music. We're going to be playing the songs and diving into the album all hour long. My MVP today, that's how I'm going to start the show off. It is the title track. It's called Sticker. We're going to talk about it more in just a minute, but is there anything you want to say to intro the song before we play Sticker?
Guys, and to the listeners, we, NCT 127, are back with our third full-length album, Sticker. We have been waiting for this moment as much as you guys. It is here right now on Apple Music. Tune in.
Oh. You heard it here first. Let's get into it. My MVP today, Sticker. More with NCT 127 right after this. Sticker. That was Sticker right there, the title track from NCT 127's just released album. I got Mark and Johnny from the band on FaceTime right now. Boys, what was your first impression when you heard the title track, Sticker?
When we first heard it, we were like, okay, this is new. This is something new.
Very new.
The first sound we heard was that like flute whistle kind of thing. And I feel like every member kind of interpreted that part differently. But definitely the way we did it in our music video, like as kind of like a cowboy sound, definitely made the color of this album. And I feel like that is the signature sound of the song. Yeah, that flute sound.
That's awesome. Do you guys feel like you kind of took that excitement and that energy, you know, around that discovery of a sound like that and applied it to the rest of the record?
Honestly, yeah, because once we heard the demo and the sound, like we knew that this was something that we've never done before. And with that fuel of excitement and with that, like, you know, like I felt like determined, you know, to kind of like make it our own. And so it was a challenge that we wanted to tackle ourselves. And we always know that we're always striving to do new stuff, to do new stuff each time. And so I felt like this was a good moment for us to do something like that again. And I think we did well on that, yeah.
Yeah.
I would say so, guys. Congratulations. I want to play some more music. I got the boys of NCT 127 on FaceTime right now. We're going to get in a lemonade. More with NCT 127 right after this.
Lemonade.
That was Breakfast right there. What was your favorite part of listening to this song for the first time? And I also got to ask, like, do you have a favorite breakfast meal that inspired this record? Or you know, what came out of that?
Point of this song is that, breakfast time emojis.
Yeah, that's like almost the main hook kind of.
Yeah. And that part is really catchy, and just the message behind the song where like you want to spend the night with the other person you love, and just like, you know,
to like the morning.
Yeah.
To like the next day. I mean, it's like that typical love, you know, light song.
Yeah.
And but you know, like I feel like we've never really had that type of a light love song before, and so Breakfast was something that we kind of casually put in our album, and you know,
casually put it in.
Yeah, I mean, like it's just like it's there for our listeners to kind of like have an easy listen to it. Yeah.
Who would you say is the best cook in the band?
We actually have a lot of good, you know, chefs in our band, but
I would say like Doyoung.
Yeah,
Doyoung probably.
Doyoung and like Taeyeon's pretty good too.
Yeah.
Like Haechan's pretty good.
They all have their specialties, I'd have to say.
That's awesome, man. I'm an awful cook, so I commend you guys.
But we're not in that.
Well, last year when you released your second album, Neozone, you know, I'm curious to know what has happened since then. You know, after you put out that second record, when did y'all start, you know, deciding to go into the studio and start working on Sticker?
I mean, it's been more than a year since we released Neozone, and that was when like the start of COVID-19 kind of happened, and even after the release of Neozone, like Kick It and everything, we knew how much the fans liked it, how much they enjoyed it, and how much they felt it. But it was just so sad how we couldn't really see them in person and to have that interaction together, like in real life. And so with that, you know, like with that emotion, I guess, like with that feeling of wanting to see them more, we kind of prepared this album with more care and with more, you know, time and more, you know, like with more effort and everything. And so I think just from that, the quality kind of shifts, and it kind of brought our vocals and our sounds to the next level. And just like what I said with Sticker, like Sticker's the main song of the entire album, like it represents the entire album. But Sticker itself was a total different, you know, a new. It was almost an experiment for us.
Yeah.
But I think we did good on that.
And also just knowing that we might not be able to see our fans this time around as well. Personally, I think we thought of that while making the album, so we just put that much more care into it, and we thought of ways that we can make our fans love the album even if they don't see it live, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like, you know, you guys really went into the studio, and the word that pops into my head is inclusion. You know, you wanted your fans to feel like they were a part of this record with you guys. You know, they were in the studio with you when you were making it. When they hit play, you know, they don't need to be at a live show for NCT 127. They can listen to this album and feel like they're there. I remember, I think when I first met you guys was in November. We were in Spain at the European Music Awards.
Yeah.
And it was pandemonium.
Didn't you have
man.
a broken arm?
I did have a broken arm. Yes, I had a cast on my arm. Dude, your memory is so good. That's insane. But I got to watch you guys rehearse. I got to watch you guys perform. And I mean, you know, the energy inside of that arena was, I was speechless, you know, and that's why I'm so excited to talk to you guys now. I want to play the focus track of the last album. This song right here is called Kick It. I got NCT 127 on FaceTime. We're going to talk more with the boys in just a second. I got Mark and Johnny of NCT 127. They are my co-hosts all hour long as we talk about their just released project Sticker. And that was Focus right there from the new album. What do you think your favorite part of this album is, visually or performance-wise, for the both of you?
Wow. Favorite part? Wow.
Well, visually,
Yeah.
I feel like the whole, like, before the album came out, we had a concept of just like a regular college student, and then all of a sudden at night we're hackers, or like, you know, just like that switch of
from white to black.
yeah, like something like that, and just that vibe of being able to do both. And I feel like in the album there's some bright songs, and then there are some like harder songs, and I feel like we try to show that throughout the album.
Yeah, what it sounds like you guys are saying is there's a great like duality to the album, you know? It's not just kind of one thing, but you're really kind of spreading your wings and showing, you know, the range of who NCT 127 is, not only as a band, but just as musicians, you know, and the music that you guys are putting out into the world. When you guys are able to perform this live, which song are you most excited to perform live for the fans?
I always thought that Bring the Noise would be a good one.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, like, I feel like Bring the Noise is the type of song that you kind of have to see while listening to it. Like you can definitely feel the impact of the song while just through the audio, but having the visual impact in front of you while having that song being played would be the best.
Yeah.
And so we even have a dance to Bring the Noise.
yeah, and Taeyoung made the choreography to that song.
Yeah, and that just makes it more of an NCT 127 song. So it brings our originality as well, and I feel like Bring the Noise would be a great song to perform live.
That's awesome. Well, I want to play it right now. More with NCT 127 right after this. You just heard Bring the Noise, track number 7 from NCT 127's Sticker album. What was your first impression when you heard Bring the Noise?
I was actually surprised in a good way though.
Yeah.
Because the producer of the song was Hitchhiker.
Hitchhiker.
Yeah, Hitchhiker, and he is a producer that we've been working a lot. We've been working with him for like a long time now, and he always has this signature sound, and it's a sound that kind of makes. He always uses a sound that is easily remembered, like even from the first listen, and that's something that I always admire him for. And so with Bring the Noise, he had that that vehicle sound, and that just brought the whole song to life. And I feel like our raps, the raps are very dominant in the song, and I feel like the raps were we kind of killed it.
It's the main rap
song
in the album, basically. Yeah.
It has
I think it's the only one, I think, a rap song, yeah.
That's awesome. Well, I do want to play some more songs from the album. I would love if you two, if you both introduced your song "Far" to everyone listening right now. Is there anything you want to say about this song in particular?
Oh, I do want to say that "Far" could be the song that represents us like lyrically the most. We have been working with some great lyricists through this album, and I heard through our A&R and through the people that we kind of made this album with say that "Far" has the lyrics that really kind of describes and explains, you know, the world of NCT 127 like in a very beautiful way. And I feel like our fans can kind of like notice that, you know, like while listening to it. And it's very, very otherworldly.
I mean,
you know what I mean?
Well, like Mark's talking about the lyrics, and if I want to talk about the music, I'd have to say it's like we're in outer space.
Yeah, it's all the world.
The sounds of the song are from outer space. So
we brought it
like,
out.
you'll know once you hear it. So yeah,
Far. Far.
I love it. More with NCT 127 right after this. You just heard The Rainy Night as we go track by track with Mark and Johnny of NCT 127. When y'all are in the studio making music, do you already know what song fans are going to gravitate towards?
Kinda, yeah.
kind of yes.
Because this is a theory that I always had.
The Mark theory.
Every time I made an album, I feel like the fans listen to the songs the way we listen to them, you know? So if we kind of gravitate towards a song more than another song, let's say, I have a feeling like it's like this intuition, I guess, that the fans are gonna be we have like a similar taste, I feel like. And so I don't know, like I never said this out loud before, but I always kind of had that in my mind. And I kind of believed it.
Well, that's just a testament on how connected you are to the people who listen to your music.
Yes, yeah.
Well, let me ask you this then. If so, you know, which song on the record are you calling right now is going to be a fan favorite?
Ooh. Well, we have too many. Hold on.
You're like
There's
the
a
whole
lot
thing.
of good songs on this album.
No, but seriously, I think it'll be the last one.
Yeah, probably. I mean,
Or Lemonade.
because in this album we've got songs like Lemonade where it's kind of like you want to bop your head, but then there are songs like Promise You, which is like kind of like you get teary eyed.
Like,
It's one or the other. I feel like.
Well, I want to get into some more songs off Sticker. Right here is Magic Carpet Ride. More with NCT 127 right after this. I got NCT 127 as my co-host all hour long as we play songs from their album Sticker and get stories behind some of the tracks. Guys, if we were to build a playlist around the album, can you give me 2 songs from other artists that would be a fun addition to be added to the playlist and why?
well, hold on. That's hard. Hold on. All right, I got one.
You do?
Because I've been listening to Kanye's album very recently.
Okay, you've been listening to Donda? Donda, yeah.
Yeah. And I like to say how this is so based on my taste, I guess. Like I feel like a decision like this would be like we'd probably have to make this decision with like the other members if this was actually gonna happen. But just based on my thoughts and my taste in music, I kind of thought that in this album we can have more songs that had more power to them, like more strong songs, more like, you know, like massive, like heavy songs. And so I like the first song that kind of came to my head was Praise God.
Oh,
The one that Travis Scott
Yeah.
you know, participated in, featured on. And a heavy song like with like a cool new sound to it would be like it'll kind of bring like it'll be like a fresh air, I feel like, to this playlist. And so yeah.
and if I would add a song, I would. If he added that song, I'd be like, "Yo, we need a softer song." So I'd probably choose a song from Frank Ocean's album.
Which Frank album? That's the question.
It has to be the Blonde album.
The Blonde album.
It has to be the Blonde
album. The song "White Ferrari."
Wow.
Woo. Here's all I'm saying. If we ever got a Kanye or Frank Ocean collab with NCT 127, I think the world would explode.
I think I would explode.
Yeah, that would explode.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
We're going to play both of those songs right now and more with NCT 127 right after this.
Yeah.
You just heard Dreamer right there from NCT 127's third album, Sticker. Guys, when you sit back and listen to this album, what is the message that you want your fans to take away from this project?
You know, I feel like or I hope that they'll just kind of, like, once they kind of listen to the whole playlist, they'll be like, oh, it feels better. You know, like, just to know that we're back and to know that we made this entire album based on our fans and based on wanting to meet our fans again. I hope that just, like, once they have like a whole listen to this album, they'll be like this kind of made up for all the time that we missed with them. And I think that'll be the message for our fans. A message that I hope that our fans would take. So
We're about to play Promise You. It is the last song on the album.
Wow.
What does this song mean to you? Because I know you guys have talked about how important this song is for the fans.
This song is the main message we want our fans to hear. And it just talks about the next time we meet each other. And till then, you know, just I guess we'll just have to wait. But we're always with our fans through our music. But the next time we actually see each other, it's going to be that much better. So let's just hold on. I feel like that's the kind of message we want to send on the last song.
I love it. Well, I can't wait, until the world opens up completely again. And hopefully next time I see you guys, we can do this in person.
Yes.
But, I'm extremely grateful for you two taking the time to hop on FaceTime and talk about Sticker. And I know the fans are ecstatic as well. I want to thank you guys so much for being on the show this hour. And for everyone listening, make sure to stream Sticker right now on Apple Music. Woo! NCT 127. Guys, do you want to say anything to the fans before we take off?
I want to say thank you to you, Travis, as well, for having us.
Yes.
It's always a pleasure to be here on this, Apple Music. And so, I feel like it's just the start for our fans. I want to let them know that we got a lot coming their way. Sticker, we've been preparing for a while now, and it's finally here. Thank you so much for being patient. And with your support, with your love, we'll be working harder and harder. So let's get right to it. And Sticker, it's here.
Yeah, what Mark said.
Let's get it.
NCT 127. Guys, I appreciate you so much. Have an amazing day. Congratulations on the record. It is out now. It's available on Apple Music for everyone listening. And hopefully I will see you guys very soon.
Yes, we hope so as well.
Take care, Travis.
Thank you for having us.
All right, guys, stay safe. I appreciate you. Have a great day.
Thank you. Peace.
Peace.